It's happened to the best of us. You're sound asleep, deep in a dream. Your eyes suddenly pop open. You reach for your phone, squinting. There it is. 3:03 a.m. The house is silent. The world outside is still and dark. You are wide awake. No sound woke you. No pressing need to use the restroom. Just a sudden, unexplained alertness. Your mind starts to race. Why now? Why does this keep happening? Profound quiet outside, but your mind is loud, filled with questions and a strange sense of significance. This happens to people from all walks of life. It feels like a secret club we're all initiated into. You might try to roll over, punch your pillow into a more comfortable shape, force yourself back to sleep, but often sleep feels miles away. You stare at the ceiling. In many spiritual beliefs, the time between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., known as the witching hour or the veil, the boundary between our physical world and the spiritual realm is at its thinnest. It's believed that during this hour, it's easier for spirits, angels, higher consciousness to communicate with us. When you wake up during this time, it might not be an accident. A gentle tap on the shoulder from the universe, a divine invitation to connect with your inner self or with a higher power, a moment ripe for insight and spiritual awakening. Think of it as a quiet, sacred appointment. The rest of the world is asleep. Unique stillness fills the air, perfect time for prayer, meditation, deep reflection. Spiritual teachers and gurus choose these hours for practice. While the spiritual side is fascinating, our incredible bodies also have their own rhythms and reasons for waking us up. From a scientific perspective, waking at 3 a.m. can often be linked to your natural sleep cycle. We sleep in stages, moving from light sleep to deep sleep and back again. Around 3 a.m., we are often transitioning out of our deepest sleep stage and into a lighter one. During this lighter stage, we are more easily awakened by small things, a slight change in temperature, a subtle noise, an internal process within our body. It's a natural part of our sleep architecture. One of the biggest players in this nightly drama is the stress hormone, cortisol. Your body naturally begins to release cortisol in the early morning hours to prepare you to wake up and start your day. However, if you are under a lot of stress, your body might start releasing this hormone a bit too early. This surge of cortisol can be powerful enough to pull you right out of sleep, leaving you feeling alert and often anxious. Narrator. The fascination with the 3 a.m. hour isn't confined to any single culture. It's a truly global phenomenon. Narrator. Different societies attach their own unique meanings to it. Narrator. In many Western cultures, it's often called the witching hour. Narrator. The term carries a spooky, supernatural connotation rooted in folklore. Narrator. It was believed to be a time when witches, narrator, demons, narrator, ghosts were most powerful. Narrator. In stark contrast, many Eastern spiritual traditions view this time with reverence. Narrator. In yogic and Hindu traditions, the period just before sunrise, Brahma Muhurta, is most auspicious. Narrator. This window typically falls between 3:30 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. Narrator. And is believed to be when universal energy is pure and serene. Narrator. Waking then is seen as a blessing. Narrator. An opportunity for meditation. Narrator. Yoga. Narrator. Connecting with the divine. Narrator. It's not an interruption. Narrator. But an invitation to elevate consciousness. Narrator. In Islam, the pre-dawn hours are also deeply significant. Narrator. This is the time for tahajjud, a voluntary late-night prayer, a profound act of worship. Narrator. Waking before Fajr to connect with God shows deep devotion. Narrator. A far cry from the fearful superstitions found elsewhere. Narrator. So the big question is, narrator, should you be worried if you keep waking up at 3 a.m.? Narrator. The simple answer is, most of the time, no. Narrator. Occasional wake-ups are a normal part of being human. Narrator. However, if it's happening consistently and leaving you feeling tired and unrested during the day, narrator, it's a gentle signal that something in your life needs your attention. Narrator. Physical narrator, emotional narrator, spiritual narrator. Think of it less as an alarm bell and more as a soft, persistent whisper. Narrator. Asking you to listen a little more closely to what your mind and body need. Narrator. It's an opportunity to check in with yourself. Narrator. If you find yourself awake, the first rule is, narrator, don't panic. Narrator. And don't look at your phone. Narrator. Blue light from screens can tell your brain to wake up. Narrator. Instead, try to stay calm and relaxed. Narrator. Practice some deep, slow breathing. Narrator. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. Narrator. This simple technique can calm your nervous system and quiet the racing thoughts that often accompany these wake-ups. Narrator. If you're still awake after 15 or 20 minutes, it's best to get out of bed. Narrator. Go to another room and do something quiet and relaxing. Narrator. Read a book. A real one, not on a screen. Narrator. Listen to calming music. Narrator. Write in a journal. Narrator. Use this time to offload any worries or thoughts that are swirling in your mind. Narrator. Sometimes just getting them down on paper is enough to release their hold on you, allowing you to feel peaceful enough to return to sleep. Narrator. Ultimately, learning to embrace this quiet time can be a beautiful practice. Narrator. You can use it as your own personal moment for gratitude. Narrator. Prayer. Narrator. Meditation. Narrator. Reflect on what you're thankful for. Narrator. Send loving thoughts to others. Narrator. Or simply sit in the stillness and be present. Narrator. By transforming this interruption into an intentional act of self-care, you reclaim your power over it. Narrator. You might find that once you stop fighting it and start using it, the pattern begins to fade. Narrator. And you will have discovered a profound truth. Even in the darkest, quietest hours, there is an opportunity for light and growth.